India's second test preview. Just thought I'd jump on this evening, do a quick, probably 5-minute video. If you're watching live, get involved. If you're watching back, leave any comments in the comment section. Hit subscribe. We will go for 35 likes on this video. I know the cricket ones are not quite as popular as the football ones, obviously, but I know there's a few out there who like your cricket. And if you're an England fan, if you're an India fan, if you're just a fan of cricket, yeah, get involved. But yeah, tomorrow it is second test time as England go searching for a 2-0 lead at Edgbaston. Happy hunting ground for England. Not a great venue for India. England unchanged from that brilliant first test win at Leeds. And India, there's going to be some changes. I'm not sure. They haven't made their mind up yet on Bumrah. Good evening, MBITFC. How you doing? Hopefully you're a little bit cooler than I am. It is bloody boiling. I know that like everyone's moaning it's too hot. I think it's going to be cooler tomorrow. No rain anywhere on the horizon, but it's going to be cooler. And it will be double lively at Edgbaston. I'm not going this year. I normally go. Busy weekend coming up, so I could have gone. There's tickets. I could get my hands on a ticket if I wanted, but not going to go. Watch it on Sky. Listen to TMS on the radio, and really looking forward to it. Yeah, like I say, India haven't made their mind up on their lineup. Bumrah is fit. Whether he plays, we're not quite sure yet. They have said and they have stuck to he's only going to play 3 out of the 5, and it's a pretty quick turnaround. If you look at, well, we'll get into Joff in a minute. We're always going to play a spinner. We always need a spinner, mate. Yeah, Bumrah 3 out of 5, quick turnaround, and then Lords is the next test. So I wouldn't be shocked if he didn't play in this test match and he played at Lords, but with India 1-0 down and him being their star man, leader of their attack, it's a tricky decision for them. I think they're going to add another spinner into their team, Washington Sundar or Kuldeep Yadav, and obviously their lower order needs to fire after England mopped them up twice pretty quickly. At Leeds, Josh Tongue getting on the old rabbit pie. So it's an interesting game. It's an interesting matchup. If we look back to Leeds, and I did say, if you haven't watched my little video from the Headingley Test, my review, go and have a look at that. I think we've had over 300 watch it, which I'm pretty happy at. You know, if we get 300 watches on these videos, it's good. I think we had 300. No, we've had over 200. I'm getting a little bit carried away. But yeah, it's always good when people watch the content, and I know obviously these ones are not they're not as popular, but yeah, I like talking about cricket. We will do some cricket lives probably later in the year. It's just a bit busy at the minute, so it's just sort of fitting them in and getting my team lined up. I think a lot of them have Ian has nets on a Tuesday night. What is the weather, Ian? I know you're not in the live chat. Lank's looking good for a victory, mate. Jimmy Anderson heading up. Lank's his captain. Kookaburra. We will get into the Kookaburra. Yeah, we'll have a little chat about Kookaburra ball in a bit. Not great, is it? What was it? Surrey when scored 820. Don't think that's really worked. I think they had 4 games last year, didn't they? Kookaburra they used, and we've got 2 rounds, the last round of games and this game. So I don't really think it's worked. But yeah, getting back to England, Archer was there today. He's going to stay with them. Ben wants him integrated in the group. I know there'll be a lot of people saying he probably should have gone away for Sussex and played another red ball game, which I could get on board with that, because he's only bowled 18 overs. He only bowled in the first innings there. And by all accounts, it looks like he probably will make his return at Lords, and he's not played no red ball cricket since, I think, was it 21, when Root was in charge and Chris Silverwood, but they just want him around the group. Stokes was impressed with him. Look, Jofra Archer We all know his qualities. We all know he's a very good bowler. It's just that fitness level. But I think sooner or later, and I said to my mate Charlie, um, you just got to let him off the leash. And he wants to play cricket. Let him go. See how far he goes. Can't keep wrapping someone up in cotton wool, I don't think, forever. You know, sooner or later, you've got to play back-to-back games and you've got to build up that fitness. I think Rob Key, I seen an interview with him at the weekend. It's like robustness, he called it. When you keep bowling and then you keep bowling, it builds up your fitness. And that's what Archer needs to do. Look, we've got a good crop of bowlers. Atkinson will probably be fit for the third test. They'll probably make a couple of changes, I'd have thought. It depends, doesn't it, what happens and how many overs the legs for this test. But you've got Archer in there, you've got Cook in there, Sam Cook. Bit sad he's not playing for Essex against Yorkies. Essex struggling. I think they're going to go down this year. There you go, little prediction for you. I think they're going to get relegated. Hey, used to bowl. Don't worry about that. I used to be good back in the day. Bit of swing. Plug me in. I used to play on Saturdays and Sundays. The league we used to play in, it was 45 overs. It was unlimited. Sometimes plug me in down the hill. I could bowl 23 off the reel. Body would absolutely be screaming at me. But yeah, loved it when I was younger, playing cricket. Out Friday night on the beer with my mates, play cricket Saturday, out on the Saturday night, on the Sunday. But as you get older, as you have kids, as your priorities change, yeah, now I'm a watcher. Did come back at what, 5-6 years ago? Yeah, the body's just like, the mind still wants to do it, the body not quite so willing. But obviously, I was going to say is to a level. Yeah, I'd got 5 centuries to a level. Then I went up a level and played in 2 counties, Division 1. If anyone knows that sort of cricket around this area. Don't think I was quite good enough for that league. That's just me being honest. Made a step up. I think probably about Div 2, Div 3 was probably my level. But look, I love playing cricket. I love the camaraderie of cricket. And if everyone knows me, I'm a massive bit of a cricket geek, if we're being honest. But let's talk about England. Enough about me. Yeah, looking forward to the test tomorrow. Looking forward to see how India react after obviously, when you look at Leeds, they played a lot of good cricket in that game. Had us on toast at 430 for 3. Should have nailed us for 600. Didn't. Dropped a lot of catches. Backyard cricket. I love that on Instagram, mate. Instagram, TikTok, the backyard cricket guys. I've watched an Instagram earlier with Ben Stokes playing backyard cricket. But yeah, do like that. But yeah, it'd be interesting, like I say, to see India's reaction. Look, if they'd have caught the catches, they'd have probably beaten us. You know, if they'd have got more runs lower down the order. The no ball with Harry Brook was obviously crucial when he was on naught, and he obviously went on to score 99. So, as I say, catches win matches, but I'd expect a reaction from India, but I'd still think England, look, I think they've nailed it now, refined a little bit of the Bazball. You know, just reined it in a little bit, used their heads a bit more. The Crawley Duckett opening partnership was brilliant, so hopefully that continues. Obviously Pope with the ton, hopefully he continues, and that talk of Jacob Bethel, I just think now it's not even a talking point throughout the summer. This is the top 7. I think it's going to be nailed on now leading into the Ashes. If you get injuries, fair enough, but obviously Aussies down in West Indies won their test match. Didn't really look great with the bat. Obviously with the ball, Hazelwood took 5-second dig. I think they took all 10 wickets in a session. So I think they're playing Grenada next. I'll expect Aussies to win that series 3-0. You know, Windies good. Shamar Joseph with the balls always seems to shy up against the Windies. Jaden Seals, I see he done well. I just think Australia's bowling's too good for the West Indies batting, if I'm honest, and I think that's the key in the winter, going down under. Can we get them big scores? England, look, we've not got a great record, have we? I remember 86, 87 under Gat. I remember under Strauss. It's coming this week. I know this is a cricket pod, but the town shirt. Why are they so secretive? Just get it out there. Just get it out there. Get it in the shops, and let's get on with it, and let's buy it. Tingly Ted, sleeve sponsor, announced today. I like that. But yeah, back to the cricket and the winter. I know we're looking a bit far ahead, but 10, 11. I remember when I was younger, probably 90, 91 was my first Ashes. I remember away. I used to get up sit up all night and watch it, and then fall asleep. My dad would go to work, and I'd be flaked out on the sofa. But yeah, I loved sitting up through the night. I probably will this winter because I think it's going to be a cracking series, and I think England have I think we've got a real shout down in Australia. But first of all, we've got to get the job done against India. If we can get a win at Edgbaston, we could go 2-0 up. I think it's going to be tough for India to come back. And obviously, the last time we played there was when we chased down the record score, 3-7-8. Went on that final morning. I think I spent more time driving to Birmingham than I did watching the cricket, as Root and Bairstow tonked them all over the place. But yeah, Edgbaston, great venue, great crowd. And I'd expect England to roll India over again. Don't rule out India if Bumrah plays. If Bumrah doesn't play, I think they're going to struggle for 20 wickets. I mean, they didn't take 20 wickets in the last test. And this is where England seem to... They can take 20 wickets whatever way sort of suits at the minute. I know there's a bit of chat there about Bashir from MB underscore ITFC. Ben's always going to go to Bashir. He always likes a spinner in his ranks. And I think you always have to play a spinner. And he bowled okay the last test. He got 3 wickets. I think he kept a little bit of control. Australia are going to attack him in the winter. India will attack him tomorrow, But I think he's... Look, they've put all their eggs in his basket. They're not going to take him out of the team now. I know, you could have a... just reading some of the comments. Some strange comments on these streams. Just people joining in and... Anyway, like I say, we'll go 35 likes. Hit subscribe if you're new here. It's totally free. Turn on your notifications bell. Cricket tomorrow. 5 days at Edgbaston. Be great if it went 5 days like the last one. I'm going to go for an England victory. Toss, does it really matter? Because Ben will probably win the toss and he'll say we'll have a chase again, because he always... I think he's 9 out of the last 10 tosses that he's won. He normally puts the opposition into bat. So, yeah, looking forward to it. And yeah, cheers for watching. Keep cool. Going to be a bit cooler as the week goes on. No rain anywhere on the horizon. And we will see you on the next stream. Thank you very much for watching.